guys, Orlando Breloom here, and welcome to a budget deck video. If you're on a tight budget in the TCG, it's quite hard to get a little bit of success with the Shaymin going up in price. I don't know how it's that much. I really don't. I know a lot of people play it, and I know it's one of the best cards in the format at the moment, if not the best, because of its draw power. But it's a piece of card. It's a piece of card, and it's 50 Great British pounds. If you go to the shops that sell it, it's about £50. If you go on eBay, you can get it for £20 to £40, depending on how lucky you are. Well, the full art's £50, and it's about 20 to 40 for the full art on eBay. About 20 to 35 for the regular. It's not great. It's not great. So I have a budget deck here for you to have a look at, and it revolves around this Fight Alone Lucario. This is a really cool card. When you have less Pokemon in play than your opponent, I'm doing a little bit of a tongue twister here. For each Pokemon you have fewer than your opponent, you do 60 more damage. So, say you have a Lucario in the active and I don't know, maybe whatchamacallem, this thing, Riolu, on the bench, and your opponent has 2 bench Pokemon, you are doing 90 damage, which is quite good. Again, the damage just adds up. If you can force your opponent to bench Pokemon with Captivating Pokepuff, we'll talk more about that in a minute, you can be doing a lot of damage. There are bad matchups. Volcanion is a strong deck in the format. You're weak to it. They can use the baby Volcanion to limit the prizes you're taking. That is a bad matchup. You can go toe to toe if you're lucky. Apart from that, not really. You're going to lose. It's not an auto loss. If you're lucky, you can win. But yeah, you're not really expecting to win that. You could probably, if you can win game 1, you're probably going to lose the next 2. Not really much you can do about that. But this is a good deck for Mega Mewtwo. You can one-hit a Mega Mewtwo if you can force them to bench a lot of things. And they won't be able to hurt you if you use Klefki. Klefki is really cool because loads of Megas are being played at the moment. Mewtwo, Ray, Garbodor, yeah, that one. That's pretty cool. Although Mewtwo does usually run with Garbodor, I'm getting a bit name confused with Garbodor and Garbodor. Please forgive me. So you're probably not going to be able to attach Klefki most of the time unless you want to KO a Garbodor, and you not really want to go and KO a Garbodor though, and you're going to want to go after the attacker. Also, unknowns. These 2 cards limit your bench, so you can put these cards on your bench and use their abilities, which are good in themselves, to limit your bench. Or if you're really stuck and you don't have a Riolu on the bench, you can put one of these down and sacrifice it, or put one of those down and you draw a Ninja Boy and then go into Cobalion and then smash with Revenge Blast. But it will need an NG, just so you can attach another NG and attack. You can use Quick Guard with Cobalion. Only playing 1 is just a little tech, just to help you get through some of the. Is basically to help against Volcanion right at the end of the game. If you need 2 prizes, they need 1 prize. You put Cobalion down, and Revenge Blast. They have 1 prize left. You're doing 100 and hang on. You're doing 180. So that is enough to KO a Volcanion EX without a Fighting Fury belt on it. Okay, so let's go into the cards that I've added. Obviously Klefki, because of the ability Wonderlock, you can attach it from your bench to one of your Pokemon as a tool card, and Mega Pokemon can't do any damage to it, which is pretty cool. Lucario, obviously, I've gone through that. Cobalion as a little tech, gone through that. Unknown, Farewell Letter, put it on your bench. Use Farewell Letter, draw an extra card. Pretty simple. That is your draw power instead of Shaymin, because Shaymin clogs up your bench, and you want to limit your bench space as much as possible. Captivating Pokepuff. This is to generally you would N and hope you get a Captivating Pokepuff, and then play it. They have a new hand. They might have a Shaymin. They might have a Hooper. You can bench that. They can't use the ability. Pretty cool. One escape route. I should really put 2 in, but I can't find the space at the moment. Especially with Karen just coming out. Yeah, I might actually take a Super Rod out and put another escape rope in. That might be bad, that might be good, I don't know. As always in my deck videos, I do say please leave any suggestions down below, just to help me help other people, stuff like that. It's all about sharing, unless you want to be super secretive, which I know some people do because they have come across a deck that really does work. Okay, 3 level balls. That is to help you get unknowns. To help you get a Riolu on the bench, to help you get a Klefki, stuff like that. A Super Rod mainly to get energy back in, especially with Karen. That will shuffle your Pokemon back in, but you can use it to shuffle the unknowns and Klefkis back in if you want to. Just things like that. Trainer's Mail, 3 of these because I can't find space for 4. Is to help you draw into supporters and trainer cards and other things you might need, like stadiums, tools, things like that. I'll go through these in a minute. 2 Ultra Balls because I'm playing 3 level balls. You don't really need an Ultra Ball unless you're looking for a Lucario. Pretty simple. 3 Versus Seekers. That was to make up space. I would play 4, but you need space. A Hex Maniac. This is to get through, to buy you a turn in one of the other really, really bad matchups for this deck is Greninja. They're doing 60 damage with their ability. This has 60 HP. This has 70 HP. This has 70 HP. Okay, so that is, if they force you to bench, if you have to bench an unknown, or to make sure that you're not losing that turn, they can just KO it and then KO the Lucario in the active or something like that. It's not a good matchup. It's not fun. It is pretty much an auto loss. Yeah. So let's moving on. Karen. This is to shuffle all your Pokemon back into your deck, and your opponent will do this as well. This helps against the Vespiquen and other things. This helps you put their Pokemon back into their deck. So hopefully you can N, maybe, I don't know, and then use a Captivating Pokebuff. It just helps you put more things on their bench. 2 Lysander, you want to be KOing the threats. You don't want them to put up a meaningless card to set up on the bench. You want to be KOing their threats. So 2 Lysander. 3 N, this is to force them to draw new hands, things like that, so you can use Captivating Pokebuff. It all links in together. I'll show you in a little bit. Ninja Boy, 1 Ninja Boy in case you get a bad start with an unknown in the active or a Klefki in the active and you want to start something else, or it's your last turn, you're going all out. Cobalion, energy on the unknown previous turn if you're thinking that far ahead. And then Ninja Boy into Cobalion, another energy, stuff like that. Pokemon Ranger is to get through cards that stop you attacking or doing damage and things with attacks. 2 Sycamore. 2 seems alright. 2 seems good. Teammates. Your Pokemon are going to get knocked out. They are going to get knocked out. It really helps to set up a Lucario from a Riolu. If you have a teammate, you can get a Lucario, you can get an energy. Boom. You can do it. It's good. Okay. Reverse Valley. This is just to... It was the only stadium I could think of to play. You could play Silent Lab, but then you can't use the abilities of Unknown and Klefki. So that's pretty redundant. Okay. Now to the tool you're going to want to be using. Experience Share. You can have Lucario in the active with a Klefki on it. No problem. You can have a Riolu on the bench and you want to be putting an experience share onto that Riolu. So when this one dies, one of your energy goes to the one on the bench. 8 energy, this seems fine. You want to be finding energy. You could play 7 because you have experience share, but you want to find the energy in the first place. So 8 seems good. Okay, let's save that because I made a change. I called it Metal Lucario. It's Fight Alone Lucario. It doesn't really matter. I have other decks. I'm going to be doing videos on them as well. So let's find my deck that I want to. There we go. Okay. So let's jump into the versus rewards ladder and see if I can win a match. I've got this far mainly using this deck. I haven't been playing a lot, but I have been playing some. I have been playing some. Okay, so let's just do one match. Let's see if I can show you what this deck's about in this. Okay, Lucky Apple. I don't like these things that they've done. I don't like it. What were they thinking? It's like they already restricted what you could say in the chat to people, and now, well, there we go. That's the big. I have no idea what happened there, but yeah. But now they're just making you do whatever. I have no idea what they're doing. It doesn't make sense to me. You want the best thing about being able to talk to people on here is they can give you advice. You can give them advice. That was the best thing about it. I'm going to go for heads, and I get tails. That's pretty much how it goes. That's pretty much how it goes for me. I say heads, I get tails. Okay, so I start with a Riolu. So this is just like you just want to set up. I can guarantee they don't own my deck. So if they have more basics in their hand, they're going to play them. They don't. So yeah. Aha, Yan Mega. This can be quite a bad matchup sometimes. It can be. Especially when they do this. Okay, so I need to get a bench. And that's what the level ball is going to be for. So I can get a bench. I can... And yeah, great. And the end comes out. Just what I wanted to see. I had an energy, I had a level ball, I had an ultra ball. It's not... Okay, yeah. This could be alright. This could be alright. So, Klefki's not going to see play in this match. Because it's not a mega, it's a break. It's not a mega, it's a break. Okay, so put 2 unknowns onto the bench. Use the level ball to get a Riolu. And then Riolu on the bench. Metal on the active, then N. Okay. I didn't get what I was looking for, but I have 2 unknowns. So I use them after I N. Get 2 extra cards. Hopefully, I can draw something that is useful to me right now. Not really. So I'm just going to pop this stadium down just because. And hopefully they can't attack. That they will be able to though. Oh, this is not going great. This is not going great. So what I am going to do, they can retreat, but I'm going to escape rope. So I have time to do stuff. So I don't want the one with the energy on it to attack. I wanted to get an experience share to put onto the one on the bench just so I wouldn't lose the energy, but this is just how it has to go. And the break is coming down. Assault Vest is coming on. It's not going to help him in this match. Level ball 4, probably another Yamega. And pop it on this one. Oh, it's a level ball. What am I on about? So he's gonna bench a Remoraid. So I am knocking out whatever he uses. What is he doing? He should have retreated and... Oh, this is not good now. Okay. Okay, I can still do something. This is not lost. This is not lost. So I'm going to attach the energy to the one on the bench, probably. I'm not sure. I don't want to Hex Maniac because he's got double colorless on both of his breaks, so it's not really going to help. Oh, he should have not end and retreated and then attacked. That's what I would have done. He should have used that as well to get this one in the active. Oh, okay, yeah, he's going for the artillery. He could play it, draw. If he can't get down to 4 though after he plays the artillery. Okay, barrier break. There we go, that's gone. Okay. So, now, I am going to pop that on there. Cobalion down here. And then I have to Sycamore. I have to Sycamore. Try and draw. There we go, we get a Lucario. Cool. We have a Lucario. Okay. So what I could do... Hang on, so that is, he'll have one more, so that's 90, it's not enough. I can knock this out though, but he won't be able to knock me out next turn, which is good. So I can knock him out, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll put it on the Cobalion, just because, and then I am going to use Fight Alone. That should be a knockout if I did my maths correctly. Yeah, 150, so it's got 140 HP. And that is that. Cool. Okay, this is another good deck if you're on a budget. Yeah, Mega Break is quite... It can be a good deck. So, I would play it. But I'm really bad when I play it. You could argue that I'm really bad now. But he's not knocking me out. There's no way he can knock me out. Because maybe with a Giovanni scheme, but I don't think he'll be playing a Giovanni's at all. And now that, and then you can attack, but then I'll be knocking you out. Okay. 110 HP is not the best, it's not the greatest, but the attack sort of makes up for it because you can knock things out. This prize trade is 1-for-1 as well, so it's going to be a pretty long match. It's going to be quite tricky towards the end, I think. Barrier break does 100. I'm not knocking him out though this turn, but I could. Thinking. I'm going to attach an energy to the Cobalion. On the off chance he has something in his hand. He doesn't. Great. I'm going to end. Hopefully I draw another Captivating Pokepuff off of this N. I do not. But I have the means to hopefully draw something that can get me a Captivating Pokepuff. Not that though. Great. Okay. Let's use Farewell Letter. Okay. So what I can do, I'm just thinking. It's probably a bad move. Bad move to think. But what I can do is Vacuum Wave. It does 50. Vacuum Wave does 50. So I can play that. And I can Vacuum Wave. For 50. Hopefully this is a good play. It's probably not going to be though. And there we go with the max potion. Yeah. But if he can't get down now, he can't attack. That is the tricky thing. That is the tricky thing with the deck that he's playing. And he's got down. He's got down. Nothing else I can do. It's going to Revitalizer, put the Yanma, yeah, that thing, stuff. Abysmal hand. One more. Don't be able to get down. Don't get down. Don't get down. He gets down. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, so prevent all damage. I could quick guard. No, because it's basic. What is wrong with me? I need to Revenge Blast to do some damage. I need to Revenge Blast to do some damage. I was in a quick guard. It's not even a whatchamacallit, Pokemon. Okay, so I'm going to pop the Lucario on. Then I'm going to shuffle one, and an unknown in. Maybe no. I'm going to shuffle 1/1 and an NG, not an unknown. Okay. So now I'm going to VS Seeker for an N. He will only get 4 cards, and that is what he needs. But okay, teammates. This is where I can showcase this a little bit. The teammates play is always good. Okay, so he's gonna knock out the Cobalion. He's gonna knock out the Cobalion. Nothing I can do about that. But what I can get is, why wouldn't you knock out the Cobalion? Is he high? Is he actually high? What? What if you don't get what you need to get down? This is what I always think about this deck. I'm like, what if I don't do this and stuff like that? I'm like, I can't take the risk of this deck. And he probably already had that in his hand. That's probably why he did the Octillery thing. Abysmal hand. Barrier Break does 100. Again, it's better things you can be doing. Okay, so I'm going to grab the stadium. Just because. Put it down. Going to get a level ball for a Riolu. And then I'm going to Karen. Shuffle all of that back in. And then Vacuum Wave. So I'm doing 120 next turn. 120. With the Cobalion. This is stressful. This is actually a bit stressful. I thought if I was going up against an EX deck I could showcase the prize trade, but nope. I go up against your Mega Break. Yeah, just exactly what I don't want to be going up against right now. Although I think he should be knocking out the Cobalion. He should have knocked out the Cobalion. Okay, so what I'm going to get is a experience share and an energy. He could knock out the Lucario. Yeah, this is probably where I fail because I haven't got a bench after Cobalion goes down, but hopefully I can draw something that helps me a bit. Ah, there we go. Got it off the prize. Cool. That will help. So hopefully I can get a bench and do something. That's 60, isn't it? No, 90. So I'm knocking that out next turn as well. and he just benches another thing. Does he not see what this does? That's why I don't understand why people bench things against this. With this deck, you can have a one on the bench and one in the active, or just have one auxiliary. With your deck, you can do that. It's not difficult. It's not. Don't bench something else. I'm just doing more damage. I'm doing more damage for more turns now. I'm doing more damage for more turns. The thing is, I don't know what I'm going to be getting off the VSC card at the moment. I'll probably get the teammates. The teammates might be the better thing to get. Okay. Team or Meto? Yeah. So what I'm going to get is a Rolu. An energy? Or an experience? I'll get the experience share. Because I might draw an energy. I might get something that will help me off of the prizes after I attack. Okay, Fight Alone. He's two prizes. Well, he's one prize ahead of me now. He's going to be another one. I think I've lost this. Pokemon Ranger doesn't help. Doesn't help. I think I've lost this. But you can sort of see where I'm coming at with this. I did say there are bad matchups. This is a tricky one. Can go either way. Let me just go through the bad matchups again. I forgot to mention Typhlosion. That's a bad matchup. Fossil decks, bad matchup. Even though there aren't that many, but it is extremely bad. Okay. This is knocked out. He's won this, definitely. Definitely won this. Doesn't matter what I do. He can just attack with Barrier Break and it's over. And I don't get anything that's going to help, which is sad. But hey, I don't like this. I don't like this thing. I'll just say well played. And hopefully, yeah, he will just judge. He'll just judge an attack, and that's game. It could be silly and go for an auxiliary, which I know some of you out there do. For some reason, I won a game because someone did that. Don't do that. If you can attack for the game, don't do things you don't need to do, because it can backfire, especially in that deck. But yeah, so that's the Lucario deck. You can be doing a lot of damage. Let's just go back to the screen where you can see all of the cards and oh, should not have said that. Should not have said that. I'm sorry for saying that. I'll probably just mute the audio right there. Okay, so this is the deck. Have a look, make suggestions, comment, whatever. If you like this deck, I don't know why you would, but because I lost. But if you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, let me know. And I've been Orlando Breloom, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye, guys.